Hello everyone, we are live with week 66 of Vindication. I am Alexander Shaw with the ever-present Scott Sykes.
Hello Alex, it's great to be back here at our regular haunt for Vindication here on week 66 of what a card we have up for everyone.
Quite a card indeed. Right off the heels of their victories on the pre-show for X-Post, we have Harris taking on the unpinned, unsubmitted Moose Man, Ryan Elliott.
We're going to see if Harris can get some tricks, some extreme tricks out of his play bag and hopefully take down Ryan Elliott.
Ryan Elliott has proven himself to be quite the competitor here so far, but let's see how he does against one of the veterans of the CWL.
You think you know me?
This opening match of Vindication is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 250 pounds, he's from Tacoma, Washington, Harris.
Harris coming off a big win at X-Post against Youngblood Rude. He's been on quite the roll of Vindication despite a shaky start against Isaac.
It was a shaky start, but he certainly has got momentum behind him. But can he keep up that momentum? That is the serious question, Alex, because he has to keep the pressure on if he wants to get anywhere near the title scene.
Well, with a new Discord champion, maybe a win over Ryan Elliott could propel him to a title shot.
Of course, Dylan Vincent winning the Discord Championship from Isaac at X-Post in a shock victory. Let's see if Harris could propel himself into the championship, or will it be Ryan Elliott that progresses to the Discord title?
And his opponent, Ryan Elliott.
Dabbing his way out to the ring here is Ryan Elliott, the Moose Man from Canada.
You know, despite his jovial demeanor, Ryan Elliott has proven to be quite the dominant competitor so far in the CWL.
Well, he definitely has the attitude, he has the style, he has the panache, the sense of gravitas to pull off such a look, and he also has the cockiness to back it up, and man, this man exudes confidence.
Coming off of a third win against Ryan Black at X-Post, I think Ryan's looking for some new competition, and same thing we said about Harris, maybe a win over Harris could propel Ryan Elliott to a Discord or even a world title shot here on Vindication.
Harris is not going to be any easy opponent for Ryan Elliott, because Ryan Elliott has faced a lot of opponents since the CWL debut, but Harris has been here since the very start. He is a veteran in the ring.
So it's going to be interesting to see if the experience of Harris plays a factor as this match gets underway.
Indeed. There's, of course, the power difference there from Harris, just shoving Ryan Elliott away, and another lockup go behind there by Ryan Elliott. It looks like he's going to go for a big takedown.
Ryan Elliott, he's going to want to use some speed and some technical ability against the bigger opponent here.
Indeed,
Harris is able, but Harris is no slouch when it comes to technicality as well. He's able to hold his own better than one would expect.
Nice headlock down, a punch right to Ryan Elliott, giving him a little taste of what's to come. Another lockup between the two and a headlock here by Ryan Elliott. Let's see who can get the upper hand here as Ryan Elliott continues to wrench that head, putting pressure on the head there of Harris, maybe softening up a little bit, but Harris now fighting out, just shoving Ryan Elliott away.
Pure strength by Harris, and that's what he's going to want to use. He's going to want to just use his raw power to gain the upper hand.
Nice modified gut buster there by Harris as he picks up Ryan Elliott to continue the assault.
Big STO and a kick to follow it up. Neither of these men are any slouches, though. Both coming off of wins on the pre-show. I think both of them are here to prove why they should have been on the main show of X-Post.
Well, they have momentum behind them, but only there can only be one winner in this match, and Harris is right now trying to make sure that it's him as he just tosses Ryan Elliott halfway across the ring.
Harris has been showing a bit more of a power side to him ever since jumping to Vindication. He's been more determined, I feel. Big flapjack by the Moose Man.
Right, getting a lot of height off that flapjack, and that is some strength that we can't discount. Ryan Elliott is no slouch in the strength department. Of course, he's a better striker overall, but we'll see if he can use his technicality and his strikes to his advantage. And there we go. There's the clubbing blow to the back, hooking up, going for a vertical suplex. No, put the brakes on by Harris.
Just a stiff strike by Harris, and you mentioned the striking ability of Ryan Elliott. Ryan Elliott is going to want to look for his headbutts to get the upper hand. However, Harris has been known to do some headbutts of his own.
Nice drop kick from Harris there, sending Ryan Elliott off the apron down to the outside, and now pursuing his quarry.
Ryan Elliott does not want to be out here against Harris. He needs to get this back inside 4 ropes.
Exactly, this is where Harris thrives. Lifting up.
Lifts him up for a power bomb.
Oh, this could be bad. Oh!
Oh, and right onto the apron, and he just whips him around.
Well, that's good night to the spine of Ryan Elliott. I think we could all say good night to that as Harris works on the leg.
Harris treating the Moose Man like he's nothing but a baby fawn, just tossing him around the outside. Ryan needs to get back into the ring. Big tornado DDT.
Never underestimate the Moose, as the Moose just explodes there with a tornado DDT and sending Harris into the apron.
Again, I think it's beneficial for Ryan to get this match back into the ring.
I completely agree with you, Alex. I mean, you don't want to be on the outside here with Harris, especially with the barricade so close. Oh, but he's persistent. Big German suplex there by Ryan Elliott.
Referee counting. These two also need to get in the match with to risk a double countout. We've got it back in the ring here.
What's Harris got in mind here? Hanging up Ryan Elliott onto the middle rope and ooh!
It just wrenching his arm across the ring rope.
Bit of aggression there from Harris. As a cover, 1, no, Ryan Elliott
just
powers
a
out.
1 count.
A swift kick to the back of Ryan Elliott, hooking the legs around, and now with elbows right to the head of Ryan Elliott.
We talked about the striking game of Ryan Elliott, but Harris has a bit of a striking game of his own. He can't be underestimated.
Oh!
He's setting him up. Horror bomb incoming.
Good night.
He drives his skull into the mat.
I'm a fan of Ryan Elliott, but no one can stand the horror bomb. Oh, wait, going back for more. Ryan Elliott reversed.
For the double driver, but reversed into a reverse DDT.
And now Ryan Elliott in control of the match. Let's see if the Moose Man... Oh, but Harris with a fireman's carry takedown.
Yes. Went for a belly to belly, but Ryan was able to get out of the way of it there. And Ryan needs to get back in control of this matchup. Setting him off the ropes. Harris with a big jawbreaker there. And he's lifting him up. Could he be going? Could he be sending Ryan Elliott to the end of the line?
Oh!
And I think that's going to be it. 1, 2,
and 3.
And
Good
Harris is the first man to pin Ryan Elliott.
Quite the achievement for Harris as he makes a splash here on Vindication, and once again proving that he made the right decision jumping to Vindication.
And now that he's pinned the unpinned, could he be going for a Discord title shot, or perhaps challenging Nightmare for the world title?
Both the champions are looking for an opponent, both Dylan Vincent, the new Discord champion, and of course Nightmare, a current Vindication heavyweight champion. Who knows who they could face?
And there we saw the move that ended it all, the end of the line, and that was the end of the line for Ryan Elliott's winning streak.
The winner of the match, Harris.
Next match of the evening, we have Davina Rose and, well, very, very weird team up here. So we have two luchadors as Taylor Jones and Hilda Del Toro take on Tiffany Quinn and Davina Rose in a tag team match.
A bit of a rematch from X-Post. Controversy at the end of the match where Tiffany Quinn let Davina Rose get the pinfall. Could that be the reason for tonight's team-up?
I wonder. There was rumblings of whether there has been some machinations going on behind the scenes. I mean, we saw how well it worked for Tommy Hazard and Mars Miles.
This following tag team match scheduled 1 fall. Introducing first, the team of Tiffany Quinn and Davina Rose.
Tiffany Quinn, a newest superstar here to Vindication, debuting the night after Endgame with a win over Hilda Del Toro.
She'll be facing Hilda Del Toro in this tag team match, but the question is, can she get a victory over her rival tonight?
It'll be interesting to see as out comes her partner now.
Comes perhaps one of the most dominant women's champion in CWL history, Davina Rose.
It'll be interesting to see how Davina and Tiffany work together, as despite their apparent alliance last show at X-Post, these two seem a bit of a mismatch, wouldn't you think, Scott?
They certainly are unusual. You have Tiffany Quinn's very aggressive stance, and Davina Rose, she's been known to be so aggressive, but not in recent months.
And the opponents, the team of Taylor Jones and Hilda Del Toro.
From one women's champion to another, Taylor Jones making her way to the ring. Jumping over to Vindication after Endgame, hasn't been able to find her footing yet.
Well, let's see if she can do that tonight, but after, well, I'm not too sure. I mean, there's still the question, is she 100%? She definitely seems it, but every time she steps in that ring, something seems to go on, and it leaves you wondering, has her career been shortened by the injury sustained near the end of year one?
Hilda Del Toro, making her way to the ring, the daughter of El Toro Toxico.
She definitely has big boots to fill, and she's been making all efforts, doing what she can to make an effort to fill those boots, but not been getting too lucky in the last few weeks. But she definitely has the right stuff, I think. I mean, the fact she comes out here looking all intimidating, and, it's all about the look and the personality you give off as well as your performance. She is one intimidating woman.
Well, we talked earlier about the possible mismatch of personalities between Tiffany Quinn and Davina Rose. Despite them both being luchadors, there's also a bit of a mismatch of Taylor Jones and Hilda Del Toro, you'd have to think.
I agree. He's just a bit more of an aggressive striker, whereas you know, you remember that Taylor's more of a high flyer and technical superstar.
Well, Tiffany Quinn appears to be starting off this match against Taylor Jones here.
Ring a ding, we are off as Dan Robinson is officiating this match, and Tiffany Quinn immediately into a big spine buster.
Big spine buster by Tiffany Quinn.
And there's the power coming into play.
And these two are picking up right where they left off from X-Post. These two were battling it out before Davina got the pin at the end. Big backbreaker by Tiffany.
Nice backbreaker there as Tiffany Quinn starts with the strikes against the back of Taylor Jones. Maybe trying to focus on the injured spots and again going for the back.
Taylor's wised up to her at this point. Going for a big Hurricane Rana there. Going straight to the top rope. Going for a pin. This could be it already. 1, 2. No, a kick out.
There's the kick out, but you have to wonder whether that's nothing. Taylor Jones trying to feed off this crowd.
Well, all 4 of these women did participate in matchups at X-Post. You've got to wonder if some of those, you know, injuries and some of the pain that they felt at X-Post is still lingering into this match.
It does leave you wondering as Taylor Jones hits a big Saito suplex onto Tiffany Quinn and pulls to her feet, and with a quick strike, but Tiffany Quinn just able to counter it, but not able to take the upper hand.
Interesting decision there by Taylor Jones, deciding to drag her to the ropes instead of to her corner to tag in the Isha del Toro.
Maybe that's a bit of what you were saying earlier, that the teammates not being on the same page.
It's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out as Tiffany sends Taylor into the corner. But a big boot by Taylor to back out. Going around the wall into another Hurricane Rana.
Another good Hicks. There's a hot tag there to Davina Rose. And right now, Davina Rose and Tiffany Quinn showing themselves to be a very good team working together, while Taylor Jones is kind of in there on her own.
2 big drop kicks by Davina Rose. These two have history. These two faced off at Supremacy where Taylor Jones won. And some would say cost Davina Rose her title as she was cashed in on immediately afterwards.
Oh, you can believe what you want to believe, but the fact is that right now Davina Rose and Taylor Jones are not the champion as Taylor Jones tags in Hija del Toro.
And again, talking about reigniting what was happening at X-Post, it was La Hija del Toro that was pinned by Davina Rose.
Davina Rose
flipping out of the German suplex.
And
despite how she's normally a striker, Davina is known for her speed.
Very good athleticism there by Davina Rose, but not able to capitalize as Hija del Toro gets the upper hand and now striking the elbow of Davina Rose.
Just stomping on the arm. And that could be taking away the crash landing powerbomb from Davina.
Oh!
And hitting a big pile driver. Spiking her head into the mat.
That's not going to do Davina's neck any good, especially since there's been rumours that there's been a bit of injury right on that of late as Hija taunts her in the corner. Oh, but immediately into a head scissors, it seems. Yes, the head scissors.
Into a Hurricane Rana.
Right,
and now Davina Rose picking up La Hija del Toro. Hitting a swift kick. And another into a big suplex powerbomb. Shades of La Hija del Toro's father, El Toro Toxico.
Could that be adding a bit of insult to injury to Hija del Toro? Oh, as Davina Rose. Oh, the thorn!
Hits the thorn! And that could be it. That was the move that put her out last time at X-Post. And no, she kicks out at 2.
Toro does not want to die to the same maneuver twice. And that could end her career. Speaking of ending careers, here goes Davina Rose up the top. But she misses the corkscrew moonsault.
Went for a beautiful corkscrew moonsault, however, did not stick the landing. You have to think Hija needs to tag out to Taylor Jones here.
There's a tag there to Tiffany Quinn. I do agree that Taylor Jones, and she's looking for that tag, but Tiffany Quinn shutting down that possibility right there.
And La Hija del Toro, still a relative newcomer in there against someone like Davina Rose earlier. Maybe a bit outclassed there.
She also wanted to prove something. She wanted to prove that she is championship material. A nice inverted DDT there by Tiffany Quinn.
And that's another thing, is that we talked about these were not just a mixed match of styles, but a mixed match of personalities. maybe the ego of La Hija del Toro was getting in the way.
A nice diving knee there. Springboard knee from Tiffany Quinn.
And Taylor desperately wants that tag. Rake to the eyes by La Hija del Toro.
Using whatever strategy you can to get the upper hand.
Hija now trying to get back onto the offensive. Taking a little bit to taunt the crowd. But maybe she should have spent some time capitalizing there. As these two are just jockeying for position in this match. It's a big shot to the back.
Pump handle backbreaker there by Tiffany Quinn. Very impressive unorthodox offense. Oh, but Hija into a dragon screw. She really needs to get a tag here, but not going for it. Slamming Tiffany's head down onto the canvas.
Again, possibly the ego of La Hija del Toro getting in the way of her winning this match.
We'll soon
At this
find
point,
out.
she's been in this match longer than anyone, and she needs to get the tag out to the fresh woman in Kayla Jones.
Nice gut buster there by Hija del Toro as she picks up Tiffany Quinn. Tiffany with an arm drag though. Was she able to capitalize? Oh wait, she got off the ropes. What's she got in mind here? Running STO, reverse STO.
Running STO.
And again.
Taylor desperately wants the tag, but Tiffany is not letting her have it. Jump up into the Hurricane Rana. And this could be La Hija del Toro's chance. Taylor's asking for the tag.
Not going for it though.
Sending her into the corner. Oh, and there's the tag. Finally let her in. La Hija throwing Taylor Jones at Tiffany Quinn.
Power using the speed, agility. Another moonsault there.
Big springboard moonsault. I think that could be it, going for the pin. But no, Davina's in there to get it, to break it up almost immediately.
That's the thing. Davina Rose is relatively fresh, but then so is Taylor Jones. Oh, wheelbarrow facebuster there by Tiffany Quinn.
And Tiffany proving that she can hang with one of the veterans of the CWL, a former women's champion in Taylor Jones.
Tiffany got a mind here though. Rolling over. Was she going to go for an Alabama slam maybe?
No, rolling it to an air raid crash neck breaker.
Oh, that's not going to do Taylor's neck any good.
Attacking where she was injured, right on the head. Sending her into the corner now. What could she be going for here? Sending her to the...
Oh, I think her neck's going to sting a lot more after this. Through the ropes, torpedo DDT. And she hits the torpedo DDT and ouch, that's going to put her... Oh, but Davina Rose is now getting herself involved as well. As, oh, running over and strikes against the apron. I have to see here as Tiffany Quinn stomping right to the leg and walking over Taylor Jones. Swift kick there by Tiffany Quinn as Tiffany Quinn lifts up Taylor Jones into a fireman's carry and just stun gun onto the apron. No give of that part of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. A jawbreaker there from Taylor Jones. Could that give her the opening she needs to come back from this? Sends Davina into the ring. Here we go as running into the ring once again, playing mind games, locking up to get Tiffany Quinn.
And now just stretching her out. But no, Taylor able to get out of the submission. Big elbow.
Nice elbow there by Taylor Jones. Tiffany Quinn with a strike. Oh, what a big super kick.
Running haze there by Tiffany Quinn. And that could be all she wrote. Davina stops the pin. And the running haze was able to put an end to this match.
It was certainly a very dominant showing by both teams, but there was definitely a weak link on both teams, I think, tonight. Hija del Toro just, I don't know, she wasn't working well with Taylor Jones. We saw it was not great tag team action going on between them, whereas Davina Rose and Tiffany Quinn, they definitely seem to be on the same page.
Like I said, possibly a mixture of egos that just don't work together in this environment. It will be interesting to see if anything comes from this matchup.
To see if AJ can come back and get some good wins under her belt, but that remains to be seen. And what remains of Taylor Jones? I guess the future is a bit uncertain for her at this stage.
Well, she's currently hasn't been able to pick up a win since coming to Vindication. It'll be interesting to see if she's able to come back from this.
And there's the end of the match right there with a big super kick. Tiffany Quinn.
The winners of the tag team match, the team of Tiffany Quinn and Davina Rose.
And we have some great action coming up next as Sergeant Hunter is in singles action against Youngblood Rude.
Hunter coming off a win with Michael Young against the South Beach Playboys. However, Youngblood Rude's got a bit of bad momentum going his way as he lost to Harris at X-Post as well.
Yeah, let's see if who will come out on top tonight. Will Sergeant Hunter continue his rise to the top of command chain, or will it be Youngblood Rude establishing his dominance once again here on Vindication?
This next contest is scheduled for the fall. Introducing first, from Nova Scotia, Canada, weighing 256 pounds, Sergeant Hunter.
Drop and give him 20, Alex, because the Sarge is here.
Sergeant Hunter coming to Vindication from Nemesis as a surprise entry in a triple threat match between Youngblood and Nightman. These two have history.
Indeed, Youngblood Rude and Sergeant Hunter have long history. They've been feuding for a long time, and you have to wonder, is it all gonna kick off tonight between these two?
Can you dig it, sucker? Can you dig it, sucker?
And his opponents, Youngblood Rude.
Youngblood Rude coming to the ring, a bit of a controversial superstar backstage, attacking Sergeant Hunter and some reporters before X-Post even happened.
I like a man who's able to stick it to the man, and I have to admit that's exactly what Youngblood Rude does.
Well, if you want to talk about sticking to the man, he did get rid of Ursula Rugel back at Endgame.
That's our former Vindication general manager. Thanks to him and BMS, she's no longer around. I will state, by the way, if the CWL management is looking for a replacement, I will submit a CV.
Well, despite him unseating power, he has not been able to pick up any momentum since Endgame. Could this finally be a win over the Sarge that he needs?
Youngblood Rude looks like he wants nothing. Wants to fight this on his terms, and the Sergeant meeting him on his terms with a big neck breaker.
Running neck breaker, driving him into the ground there.
Never like it when they're in.
Up.
I never like it when they're right in front of us. I just don't feel safe. But a big gut wrench suplex by the Sarge.
And it's been all Sergeant Hunter so far. And you've got one that does Sergeant Hunter just have Youngblood's number? He's beaten him twice before in the past.
You think Youngblood would get an idea of what's going to happen. But no, here he is once again trying for a third time to take down the Sarge.
Well, and perhaps this is a new Youngblood Rude that we're seeing. After all, he has spent some time around BMS. maybe he's learned a thing or two, and he could use that to his advantage against Sergeant Hunter.
Oh, look out,
Throwing
Alex.
him right beside us here. I'm getting out of the way. As these two are just brawling right beside our announce desk. Not even worrying about the 20 count that's going on in the ring.
Yeah, Dan Robinson's counting, and I don't think these two are aware of what counts up to is a big knee smasher there by Youngblood Rude and the
Dragon screw onto the outside.
Yeah, nice dragon screw to follow up.
Youngblood Rude and Sergeant Hunter.
Oh! I don't think Hunter saw that ring post as Youngblood Rude. Oh, wait, Sergeant Hunter's running back into the ring, wants to get fight in a proper arena. Off the ropes goes Sergeant Hunter, and a big clothesline there by Youngblood Rude. And now Youngblood Rude's trying to slow the match down to his pace. Big spiking DDT there by Youngblood Rude, and now the tables have turned on the Sarge. Oh, Youngblood Rude trying to teach Sarge a lesson. A big gut wrench release suplex there by Youngblood Rude. Impressive strength. Oh, but Sergeant not taking it. Lying down, sending Youngblood Rude off the cutter. Oh, but Youngblood countering into a DDT. And now Youngblood Rude showing his technical aptitude. A big elbow drop and another elbow drop. So here we go. So Youngblood Rude, I think, is getting fired up and finally has the momentum behind him. Grabs Sarge. Oh, what's he doing? Pulling the Sarge through the ring ropes. Ooh, big clubbing. Blows right to the back. A backstab to follow up. Oh. And a quick cover there by Youngblood Rude, but it wasn't to be as Sergeant just powers out. Yeah, big elbow drop there by Youngblood. Another third one. Jesus Christ, how much can Sergeant take? Snapmare takedown there by Youngblood Rude. Yeah, he's wrenching the arm all right and just going for it as Sergeant powers out with a punch right to the gut of Youngblood Rude. Oh, Luthez press! One, two, no. Picks up Youngblood Rude. Oh, Youngblood with a big back body drop gets control very quickly. Once again, shutting down the offense by Sarge. And sent into the turnbuckle. Oh God. We've seen this from Youngblood Rude before. Crushing the knee. Looks like Youngblood wants to put the Sergeant away. Could this be Youngblood's night? Rolls through. He's got the knee bar. He's got the knee bar locked in.
And that could be it. He's many personal way with that knee bar.
He might put him away. Will the Sarge tap? No, the Sarge just powers out. Oh, but Sarge kicked Youngblood Rude away. Oh, Youngblood tried to grab, but the Sergeant... Oh, fire for effect! Going for the cover here. 1, 2, 3. Good night, Youngblood Rude. As Sergeant Hunter puts him away for the third time. I'm sorry, Alex, I didn't quite catch that.
Third time was not the charm there for Youngblood Rude as Hunter picked up a third consecutive win.
Indeed, that wasn't great for Youngblood Rude, and I have to wonder if what's this going to put, what does it mean for the future of Youngblood Rude?
Well, it's gonna, no one has BMS to help him, so it's going to be good to see where it goes from here.
The winner of the match, Sergeant Hunter.
And here we go as Isaac, coming off his big defeat at X-Post, is here to take on the Phoenix Tommy Hazard.
Tommy also coming off a big defeat from Nightmare at the end of X-Post.
I think it's only merely a speed bump, Alex. Merely a speed bump.
I wouldn't consider losing the World Heavyweight title a speed bump.
It's a tactical choice, man.
A tactical choice.
Tommy, he's got machinations up in that head of his.
He's got something in his head.
This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Los Angeles, California, weighing 206 pounds, Isaac.
Here he comes, the former Discord champion. Very unusual to see him coming out without that gold belt around his waist.
We saw it briefly when he lost to Ian Smith, but as we all know, that didn't last very long as he quickly won it back at Endgame. Just as quickly as he won it back, he lost it to the debuting Dylan Bissett.
Well, unfortunately, he's not going to gain it back anytime soon because no rematch. Now, unfortunately, he's not defended 3 times, so it's back to the starting post for Isaac.
Well, perhaps a world title opportunity could be in his future. After all, he has the longest title reign in the history of the CWL and a win over the current world champion, Nightmare.
I can't disagree with you there, Alex. That is a good point. He might be going for the world title next. Of course, he is a man of few words, so who knows what his intentions are.
This will be interesting to see where he goes from here. However, first, he has to defeat the Phoenix, Tommy Hazard.
Show me the money.
And his opponent, accompanied by Miles, from Toronto, Canada, one half of your Vindication Tag Team Champions, the Vix Tommy Hazard.
Here they come, Mild Hazard. The current tag team champions, winning, of course, at X-Post from the Fabulous Furious Freaks.
Yes, Tommy also competed in 2 matches last night. You have to wonder, is he physically able to compete tonight?
He's the Phoenix. He'll rise to the challenge, I think.
Well, you talked about how Isaac was a man of few words. Tommy's the exact opposite. He's a man of a few thousand carefully chosen words, and some get people very upset.
I'll say most get people upset, but that's why he's Tommy Hazard, because he don't give a fuck.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how these two face off here tonight.
Hey, Tech, my mic's playing up. Oh, a big knee strike.
Big to Tommy Hazard. Big shoulder tackle there.
Again, and
Mike.
Tommy on the back foot there. But a big arm wrench there by Isaac and a big Russian leg sweep.
Russian leg. Well, he was in 2 out of 3 falls, so he was basically in 3 matches last night.
Well, he's now back on the offense, but it looks like he's squaring up to poor Isaac, and Isaac being hung up there. What's Tommy got in mind?
Going off the ropes, just laying into Isaac onto the middle rope there, going to the middle turnbuckle with a big splash to the back.
And here's where the wiliness of Tommy Hazard comes into play. There he is, targeting the arm.
And I think Tommy's going to want to end this match as soon as he can, which is a bit unfortunate considering speed isn't what he's necessarily known for.
No, it's not speed, but he is known for power and technical expertise. But there's an arm drag sending him to the canvas there by Isaac.
Isaac, although he may have also lost, he only had to compete in 1 match last night. And it wasn't a Hell in a Cell match at that. Tommy may have bit off more than he can chew with this whole trying to be a double champion thing.
A flip reverse kick there by Isaac sends Tommy into the turnbuckle, and now Isaac is once again back in control. Ooh,
Big stomp to the midsection.
I would not want to be on the receiving end of that stomp, Alex.
Well, Isaac, if he beats Tommy Hazard here tonight, he will also have been all 3 members of the Fallen in singles competition.
And what an achievement that would be for Isaac, and definitely put him on the scene of the World Championship.
Well, first he has to beat Tommy Hazard, which is a lot easier said than it is done.
Backbreaker into a Russian leg sweep combination by Tommy Hazard. You're not a big fan of Tommy Hazard, are you, sure?
No, I am not a fan of Tommy Hazard for a multitude of reasons.
A multitude of reasons. I wonder what they might be. I personally think he's an A superstar. He should have his face on dollar bills.
I don't disagree that he's a great superstar. I just disagree with how he is as a person.
Yeah, but it's his attitudes. Oh wait, Desolation Sleeper.
Cut it into the Desolation Sleeper, rolling through, and that could be it.
I'm not sure.
In, choking the life out of Isaac.
Referee Dan Robinson asking if he wants to submit, but Isaac's hanging on, and no, unfortunately Tommy Hazard in frustration breaks the submission. I'm not sure that was a wise choice.
But the oxygen could be all gone from Isaac. Who knows how much he's able to breathe, especially with that mask, and he's flipping around, hitting the bittersweet goodbye, driving him headfirst into the mat.
Well,
and I think that might be it for Isaac. 1, 2.
No.
Oh, and a kick out by Isaac.
It's not goodbye, it's merely hello from Isaac. Isaac with a big jawbreaker, shutting down the offense from Tommy.
And Isaac hitting in the face, getting a big reverse feed, feeding off the energy of the crowd.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to get fired up here. A big clothesline taking down Tommy and going into a half Nelson facebuster.
Isaac needs to stay on the attack.
Isaac going to
Heads
the top
to
rope.
the top rope.
What's he looking for?
We've seen him go here many times before.
He could be looking for the rolling senton. He usually pulls that, and he is!
A big rolling senton off the top rope, driving all his weight down onto Tommy Hazard.
Oh, but Tommy counters
Now,
into a Northern Lights.
DDT into a Northern Lights suplex. Tommy might steal one, but no, only a 1 count. Spitting the poison mist that he's been known to bring out on occasion.
We've not seen that for a while, as he himself is also trying to get fired up with a couple of elbows to the face and going under, and a big leaping lariat.
A big clothesline there. Puts him into the corner. And now what's he do? I think lifting him up here, putting him on the top turnbuckle.
Never good when they go up there. Oh, but with a kick, Isaac sends Tommy back into a big diving Hurricane Rana.
Now Isaac back in control of this matchup. Again, going for that vicious DDT.
That might have rung the bell of Tommy. Okay, let's see. Oh, big Hurricane Rana once again taking down Tommy.
And after having taken so many Dream Eaters last night from Nightmare, could these DDTs be affecting him and possibly causing him injury as he gets him up
Oh,
for the
super
kick? That's the move that won him the Discord title. That could be at 1,
2, kick out.
Oh, and Tommy kicks out of the super.
See, ever the showman kicking out at the last minute.
Yeah, after the showman is just barely escaping by the skin of his teeth. That's up for the fans to decide, but Isaac still in control of this matchup. Tommy needs to get some offense in here.
The helo!
The helo! And that's got to be it. But Isaac not able to capitalize.
He's exhausted. I'm not surprised he had to pull out everything he had to take down Hazard. Oh, here's Miles,
and
though.
Miles distracting the ref.
Very smart there.
This was a great clean matchup until Miles just had to get his nose into this.
It's tactics. That's where you bring out your friend. Your best man is someone who has your back at all times, and that's the thing. Miles is Tommy's best man.
Oh, and goes for the form, but Tommy able to dodge out of the way.
Oh,
but Isaac gets him in a pump handle position. Big gut buster there.
Pump paddle, gut buster. Oh, but Tommy rolls out of the ring, avoiding the elbow.
Now, whether or not that was by choice or just on instinct, as he rolls to the outside and pulls Isaac down with him.
Isaac's back just hitting against the edge of the apron just there, and there's no give in that part of the ring, as I said earlier, sending Isaac back into the ring. Is Tommy going to capitalize here?
Kicks him with the cutter. Hits him with the cutter. He's going to roll through into the Desolation Sleeper.
Second time.
Oxygen.
Is this it? And he taps.
And Isaac is forced to tap out to the Desolation Sleeper as Tommy Hazard picks up yet another win.
Here he is, your man, Tommy Hazard, picking up a victory. He's starting that climb back to the championship goal.
Yes, but I think he might be a bit occupied with the tag team titles. This last time he tried to become a double champion, it didn't quite work out for him.
He was double champion. He's still double. He was double champion. Okay, it was only for a few hours, but he was double champion. It was down to the record books.
Maybe he would still be world champion right now if he had chosen to just focus on that.
We'll see what
Instead, he had to have everything for himself.
We'll see what the future holds for Tommy Hazard, Isaac, and even the entirety of Miles Hazard.
And yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Isaac also goes here after losing to the rookie and Dylan Vincent, and now to Tommy Hazard. What's next for Isaac?
The winner of the match, the Phoenix Tommy Hazard.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the evening as Kyle Stevens, coming off a fantastic win at X-Post against the man formerly known as Arturo Toxico, takes on Nightmare, the current Vindication Heavyweight Champion.
Nightmare, after coming off a win against Tommy Hazard inside Hell in a Cell, picking up 2 victories inside that cell. Could he be a bit banged up, though? A bit more so than Kyle Stevens.
He's still submitted to the Desolation Sleeper. I will point that out.
And now, your Vindication main event is scheduled for one fall. Choosing first, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing 185 pounds, Kyle Stevens. from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, weighing 202 pounds, Vindication heavyweight champion, Nightmare.
Nightmare, fresh off of his world title win at X-Post, becoming the first ever two-time Vindication World Heavyweight Champion.
What an achievement for him as well, you know, beating Tommy Hazard in Hell in a Cell, you know, getting rid of that big the rivalry that had been going on for nearly an entire year. And
almost
winning.
a nightmare of his own that he got rid of.
Indeed, and also winning the Vindication Heavyweight Championship. I mean, you know, I'm not a big fan of Nightmare, but you've got to give him props.
He toughed it out, and he took Tommy to the brink. And it could have gone either way, I'll admit, at the last fall. But Nightmare was able to get the Dream Eater in, and he was able to become the current reigning Vindication Heavyweight Champion.
I will agree with you, but I have to back my man Carl Stevens this one. I mean, he's been on a roll lately, picking up wins left and right centre. I have to say, with his win over El Toro Toxico last night, he might be in the run for the next championship.
Well, if he can beat Nightmare tonight, he'll certainly be in the running, and he has a good chance to do it, as well as Nightmare just coming out of one of the most brutal matches we've ever seen, and a big Luthez press just raining down strikes on the Nightmare.
What did you say? He needs to keep on the pressure. That's exactly what he does, leaping in there with the Luthez press, immediately putting pressure, and a big fist drop to face a Nightmare. And notice, he's focusing on the head, the one area that Tommy Hazard focused on last night at X-Post.
Yes, especially with moves like the Bittersweet Goodbye. The head was a big target for Tommy. And that would be smart for Kyle Stevens to target, especially with moves like the Brain Scatter.
Indeed, is big. Oh, and a big knee there by Nightmare. Didn't take Stevens down. Nightmare goes behind off the open ladder and into a big neck breaker. Nice athleticism.
Big neck breaker. Surprising that the knee didn't knock down Stevens there. But Nightmare, big neck breaker. But no, Stevens able to push him off. And he's just choking the life out of Nightmare.
He's got the big gut punch.
Gut punch, sending Nightmare flying.
Seen that take many a man off his feet.
Yeah, we've seen him use that last night against El Toro Toxico, and now just more clubbing strikes to Nightmare. Nightmare has not been able to mount any form of offense against Kyle Stevens.
I don't see him let him. Oh,
jawbreaker. And now a big... Went for a wheelbarrow facebuster, but he was countered into a German suplex. Just a one count, but Kyle has just been reading Nightmare like a book so far.
But maybe that book is about to get squashed, because there goes Nightmare with a takedown, and I think he's going to try to burn this book. Knee and a big zigzag.
Leg drop bulldog there. That was the move that won him the Vindication Heavyweight title from Ryoga Sayatome. Could that be enough? No, not enough to put down Kyle Stevens.
Not often you see someone pull out the leg drop bulldog. There's a big drop kick to the back there of Kyle Stevens, and a stomp, sending Stevens back onto his back once again. Nightmare going to the top rope. We'd have to see this from Nightmare.
We saw him do it a bit when he was part of the sellouts, but now he appears to be going to the top rope. We don't know what he's going to go for here. Stevens able to duck out of the way and run forward from the jump. And Stevens outsmarting Nightmare right now.
Definitely capitalizing as he once again focuses on that head of Nightmare into the corner there. Confidence.
But this is what Stevens can't afford to do. He can't afford to underestimate the world champion.
Yes, he does that. And, an inverted backbreaker there. And now working the arm, probably trying to take away the Dream Eater out of Nightmare's repertoire. And a punch to the face, go behind, and a big zigzag.
Yes. Not only does it take out the Dream Eater, but it takes out his Sando Slam that he does. It takes out a lot of his power-based offense, which, given how he's got a bit of a height and weight advantage over Kyle Stevens, he's going to need that power advantage.
see. Oh, but Carl Stevens counters the strike there from Nightmare. A knee sends Nightmare down and just kicking Nightmare repeatedly.
And now, getting Nightmare up.
So looking for here. Oh, up on the shoulders.
Got him on his shoulders. And now I think it's going to CWK.
Carl Stevens hits the Cruiserweight Killer.
And could Carl Stevens get an upset here over Nightmare? 2. Oh, and Nightmare kicks out.
So close, I think.
Resilience like that as to why he is our current world champion.
I think Carl Stevens there was arguing with Dan Robertson about that being a slow count.
Yes, but Nightmare has shown quite the resilience. Not far removed after a big match with Tommy Hazard inside Hell in a Cell, and he's still kicked out of the CWK. I think the Sando Slam there. Now getting him up.
Oh, we've all seen this before. Oh, go for the Dream
Oh,
Eater.
and he goes for the Dream Eater, but pushes him off. Goes for a strike, but Nightmare's able to return a forearm. Lifts him up. Big Ushi Goroshi. Dropping him down. Goes for a drop kick to the head, and Nightmare finally able to get some offense in on Carl Stevens. This is the break he needed.
Indeed, as he goes into a reverse DDT there by Nightmare. But Nightmare's exhausted. You've got to wonder how much gas is left in the tank, especially after last night.
Yes, gas left in the tank, and Nightmare lifting him up to a suplex position. Big sit-out gourd buster, dropping him face first into the mat.
Gotta wonder. Here you go. Go behind again. Is he going for that front slam again? Boom!
And Nightmare able to mount a bit more offense here. Could be going for the pin. 1. Oh, just a 1 count. Yet he has not. It's been mostly Carl Stevens this match. Nightmare's going to need to hit the Dream Eater if he wants a chance at winning.
Speaking
and he could be setting up for it here.
Indeed. Here we go. Dream Eater!
Dream Eater! And now Nightmare rolls Carl Stevens over. Hooks the leg.
1,
2,
2.
and he kicks
Oh.
out. You talked earlier about how when he was targeting the arm, if that was to take out the strength of the Dream Eater, maybe that played a factor. Nightmare's been known for his height and resilience, and he's showing some of that height there with the forearms and the clotheslines, but could it be too little too late? Is Carl Stevens just the fresher man at the moment?
We'll soon find out, as Carl Stevens is now looking to be on a very big back foot here. And once again, Nightmare going for that big front slam.
Another front slam. Stevens hasn't been getting any offense in a while, I will say.
He might
Now Nightmare.
Oh!
Ooh, and a leg drop right down south. Not sure if I agree with that, but hey, if you gotta do what you gotta do to win, I guess.
Oh, but he might be looking for a third time, Alex. A second Dream Eater. Hopefully this one will hit. And here we go. Second time, Dream Eater.
Drives him into the mat. And Kyle Stevens, he might be out. 1, 2, 3, and Nightmare picks up the win at the end of Vindication.
But Carl Stevens came within an inch of being crowned a victor tonight earlier on in the match. It could have been Carl Stevens. It could have gone either way.
Kyle Stevens hit Nightmare with everything he got very early in the match, and that could have been his downfall. Maybe he burned himself out too quickly. But this was a great match between the two competitors. And I'm excited to see where these two go from here.
Indeed, I mean, you have to imagine that Nightmare's going to be on a roll after winning that heavyweight championship, and who's going to stand up to become his next opponent? It could be anyone on the roster.
It could be Sergeant Hunter, it could be Harris that we saw win before. It could be anyone, like you said.
Yes, time will
The
tell.
winner of the match, Nightmare.
We thank you all for joining us for week 66 of Vindication. We'll see you tomorrow night for Nemesis. Good night, everyone. My name's been Scott Sykes, and I've been joined by Alex Shaw.